So starting off, I'm going to be removing these 6 bolts. So 4 up on top and then these 2 down here. This will give me access to being able to remove the plastic cover and the rear chrome fender. And since this light is connected to this fender down here with that bolt, those 2 bolts, I'll probably just be leaving this one on and it'll just come off with this guy. These last 2 bolts, they were only actually holding this plastic piece. These 4 over here were holding the whole unit, as you saw as it fell. I did those 2 off camera because they were pretty rusty and stuck, so I had to use a bit of force and vulgar language to get them off. And yeah, I got them off. So this one should just pop right out. So up next are going to be the driver and passenger foot pegs. This one, the front ones are removed by this cotter pin. Well, they're held together with this cotter pin right here. I'll cut to when I get it off. So I managed to get them off. I kind of mangled this pin right here, but it's okay. I'm going to get new ones. I'm not sure if I'm going to get new pegs. I kind of like these, but I'll probably just clean these up, see how they look, and then I'll decide, like, when the whole look of the bike is coming together, whether it fits the aesthetic or not. But most likely I'm going to keep them. I mean, they're perfectly fine. So this one, I try to keep one alive. So then I have like a reference of size. So I'm just going to keep this one when I get new ones. And the way they were being held is there's just opening here. And then it would go through there. And this pin would actually so this is the top side. It would go in here. The pin would go through there. And then it would go through this hole to the other side. So after I pulled off the driver's side, I also went ahead and pulled off the passenger side. It was the same process. It just had the pin going through, and then I just remove it. So here are the passengers pegs. Same deal. The pin through there is holding it in, and then it can also like pivot while not in use. So that's it for the drivers and the passengers peg. Right here and right here, I took them off as well. And now I'm going to remove the front fender. It shouldn't be too hard. It's just a 10mm bolt right here. It's actually missing a screw right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. It's a bit rusty, so I'm gonna see if it's easy to take out. And then in here, there's some bolts, so it'll be behind these 2. This is what mounts the top part, and same thing on the other side. These 2 I'm gonna take off, and I don't think. Oh yeah, and down here, there's a bolt right here I gotta take off as well, 10mm. So I'm gonna remove this Phillips. Well, I kind of already removed it because I had to use 2 hands. This nut was stuck in the back of it, like was holding it in place, and then just pops up. I'll get it enough. Next is this little bracket frame thing. It was supporting this, and then this one just takes a little 10mm left this way. Yeah.
Okay, there's one. Let's swing on to the other side. So it's down. Wait. Right.
Oh, that one's stuck on. Wasn't stuck on, I was just going the wrong way. But I can finger loose it. It's not that bad. So this one should just come right off. Okay, so this is being held together with this brake line, I believe. Yeah, the brake line. So, in the meantime, it'll hang on. And let me take this front fender off. So I managed to remove the 4 bolts that were holding together the front fender, and they were also these brake lines were also attached like to these loops on the front fender. So now I can just pull it off. That bracket fell, and here it is. It's a little rusty. It's gonna need some cleaning. I might, like my plans for, I might maybe cut it like shorter and then try to probably keep the thickness and then just like make it a little shorter because it's pretty massive. And these were the screws. They were really gunky, so it was pretty tough to take them off with one hand. Plus they were like pretty in there, so it took a little time, and I didn't want to, you know, bore you guys with me just unscrewing bolts with a wrench. And yeah, that kind of wraps up like the easy stuff to take apart, because I still need to, for part 1, I'm still going to be doing the cleaning inside of the gas tank. So I'll probably do that tomorrow, since it is about 8 o'clock, I believe, or 7, I don't know. But I still need to buy the apple cider vinegar. Like I have a gallon, but it's I believe a 3-gallon tank. So, and I want to fill it up, so I got to get 2 more of these. So tomorrow, or whenever I get around to it, I'll get the vinegar, and then I'll do the video on this, cleaning it. And then I'm also going to buy some paint stripper and then strip the paint off the badges and the tank. Yeah, just to recap what we did, it was the rear fender. It was connected with the rear light, like the brake light, and then the plastic cover that was covering from like the battery terminal. The front fender, the passenger and driver pegs, those are all off. I kind of like the shape of this frame. Like I wanted to do like a hoop at the end, and I kind of like how it's a bit like squared off. but I kind of don't like how it flares up. But maybe cut it and angle it down and get probably shorter shots, or probably leave it and just angle the seat up. I'm not sure. I'm gonna play around with what I'm trying to go for. And yeah, made some pretty good progress for part one. Well, part 1.5 because of the tank. We're gonna still finish that up. All right, I'll get back to you guys when the tank is being ready to be gone through.